What's going on, everybody? Brett here. I'm back with my YouTube channel, Good Talk Gaming. Picking up a little bit after where we left off last time. It's day 13, and it's in the morning. And okay, so we have some stuff. Basically, guys, all I did was I marched over to Brookburg and bought us some more tools, which we desperately needed. Eugene has a level. Actually, before we do that, perks. Yes, he's only level 2, so student is exactly what we want. He is going to make an awesome multi-purpose character. He's going to get way better rolls than 3 melee defense, so I think we can afford to pass that. And I think we should take a natural 3 in hit points. We need to get him over that 70 threshold for sure. And then we can take a natural 4 here as well. Just want to get him over that 50 threshold for resolve. Okay, so Isaac is hurt. Put him a bit in reserve. But other than that, we look good to go. So what I was thinking about doing was coming down here and exploring and seeing what kind of trouble we could get into. Someone made a really good suggestion about raiding this area in the comment section. So this area has a small farming village, a larger village. That's a stone keep. We don't want to go anywhere near that. And this is a village. So this whole side of this faction here is pretty vulnerable for us to raid. I want to, as I mentioned in the last episode, I want to leave these dudes up here alone, the green dragons. Let's leave them alone. Try and get them to go towards neutral. But at the end of the day, I would love to have one of these factions to fight. Honestly, I wish it was these guys, but what can you do? Alright, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and head off into the wilderness and fulfill our ambition. So we need to discover or ruin a hostile camp and destroy it. And it looks like we just did. The Grim Tombs. That's definitely going to be zombies. I don't know if we're ready for the amount of zombies that are going to be in here. Zombies themselves are not the problem. The problem is when you start mixing in geists, even if 1 or 2, and then a necromancer. But we will take these free brigands here. And they are headed into the water. Awesome. So we don't have to fight them in the swamp. So a brigand thug and some raiders. So what I'm looking at right now is I just kind of want to get their armor. If I can get the armor in these helmets, I'll be a happy man. Oh, we're just whiffing on everything. Go for the vulnerable dude first. Move out just a little bit. Perfect. Alright, we just needed to kill one. It would have been great if we could have put some more damage on other dudes. But that was not to be. And we're just going to pass. We have the shield wall. You know what, I think we just go ahead and form it. Shield wall up. And let them come to us. Because they are faster than us. Wow, he still hit us. This is a double shield wall bonus, and he still hit us. God, that's unbelievable. That's so lucky. Well, we'll take these shots here. And let's move in. We have a nice triple surround there, so we'll take that shot. And this is now awful, so we'll back up with Janold and just use shield wall to try and boost Svarog. Good hit. And this is Isaac. I mean, he has a hurt shoulder, so his damage is low. But I mean, with this much hit points and this much body armor, he's honestly still fine to fight. And we can use adrenaline to make sure that he can go first next turn. Good kill. Man, if we could have hit that guy in the head, that would have been sweet. Tempted to drop a dog here just to get a quadruple surround, but I really don't want to lose a dog. Okay, that was a good hit. And I hate that this dude took the high ground. We're going to step in and do our best. Nice. Just completely ignored riposte. Step in with Fritz, go for the hit. Spin here. All we gotta do is get this guy down. We don't necessarily need that weapon. That's pretty much the lowest tier polearm there is. But it would still be nice to get. I don't know exactly what it's worth. Can we switch out here for the pole hammer? No, we don't have enough. So he's going to go first. Hopefully no one dies. Thank God. Well, if we step here, we can still attack. Nope. With this kind of surround, we shouldn't be missing any more attacks. And there we go. Alright, so 4 levels off of that. We got 2 of the helmets, but none of the armors. Wow, that sucks. Was hoping to get some male shirts off of that. But let's go ahead and get into the leveling process. So Janold is going to be a really solid brother. I think at the end of the day, he will be a combination crossbowman slash, you know, standard weapon user. But we need to get points in the appropriate stuff. And I think we just have to take a 2 roll here. And whenever we get a chance, we're going to have to fill that resolve weakness. Yeah, deep abdominal cut. That's a pretty serious one too. That's 3 to 4 days. I don't know if we can take a fight this injured. We have 2 injuries. It would have to be a small fight. Jotnar. So Jotnar, we want to go adrenaline on all the barbarians. So that's kind of an easy go. We'll take a 3 roll there. 4 and a 4. So that 4 ended up turning into 5 thanks to Colossus. So 5 more hit points on him. Getting close to that 100 mark where we stop. Zack. Ye old Zack Longshanks. Quick Hands would be good. So would Executioner. So would Brawny. His actual fatigue is not bad right now. You know what? Let's just grab him Quick Hands. It would have been useful that last fight. Pretty happy to see those 3s, and then I think we can be very happy to see that 4 roll as well in fatigue. Zack's a good character. All of our characters are good. I really don't hate anyone except for Fritz. And even Fritz isn't bad. I mean, his overall stats are just solid. It just sucks that he's gluttonous. And if he lost gluttonous, he would just be a really good standard shield bro. Ozzy, here we go. We'll take that. Nice. Take a 4 here. And a 4 and a 4. We'll get good rolls and hit points thanks to his stars, but so we need to take these 4s and we can get them in fatigue and resolve. And now he's got really good resolve. So we need to hand out those helmets also. That was the other thing. 2 more good helmets. We can send them straight to the front line. Let's prioritize some of the stronger brothers with the better helmets. Something like that, maybe? And I don't want to take your bear hat from you quite yet, Zack. Let's keep it like that. And since we just got this all these injuries, I kind of want to explore, but I think at the end of the day we're going to have to go back to town. We're going to run out of tools trying to fix all this stuff. Okay, there's another place out here. We're just learning a little bit about our surroundings. We only have 2 days more worth of food. That's awful. Is there anywhere to go? Nope, just swampland. So let's head back to Brookburg as fast as we can. And now we know there are these two places out here. Whenever we get up to a dozen men, get just a bit better armor, I'll be happy to come back and take these fights. We need to... I don't know if zombies are the right first enemy. They're definitely not a hard first enemy. But I mean, even a single necromancer in our current state could wreck us. We just don't have that kind of like staying power yet. We've got good weapons. I think at the moment we need better armor. Let's sell. There are no tools left for us. When I came to buy those tools, I noticed this good crossbow that's at 50% durability for only 400. But I'm glad I didn't buy it now because we're kind of suffering already once again on money. Get rid of all of these, and the reinforced animal hide, and one of those. There's some good stuff in here for not bad prices, honestly. A lot of, and even a lot of like tier 3 weapons. I mean, there's a bill hook right there, a pole hammer, a military cleaver, a long sword if we had the cash. And we need food. We need to buy just some cheap grains. Put us up to 3 days. Some mushrooms, 4 days. We're never going to be unhappy that we have extra food. We can check the hires. I don't think anything has changed since the last time we were here. Ooh, they have a hedge knight. Dietmar the Defiler. Man. That just for whatever reason made me think of, no spoilers first off, Game of Thrones. The episode last night made me think of the Mountain. The Defiler, like a giant hedge knight named the Defiler. That sounds like him. So we're going to take advantage of the fact that we need to heal. To take this time to travel. We need for there to be... Oh man, those are really poorly priced tools. Anything good in here? More padded leather. At this point, I just want to kill raiders and take their stuff. 2 skull contract. Happy to have it. Tomato at me. What? What are we talking about? Hold on, hold on. They want us to go to a place that hates us? Escort the caravan to Eidsvik, about 4 days to the northeast. Let's make sure I'm not like losing my mind here. To the northeast. Yeah, they want us to go to the complete north of the map to a place that hates us. Like, as soon as we get there, we'll get jumped. I don't know how that's... Come on, game. We can't attack these peasants. Although I don't know if we should. Yeah. So, some of these places, like House Austin, we haven't messed with them in a while. So they're slowly going back to neutral. What a crappy contract. We need to just decline this. And hope to get a new one. And I would love to pick up one last brother just to get that even dozen. This guy's a servant. I don't know if I've ever had a servant in my party. Probably for good reason. But now we just, once again, we need to strike out and do something on our own, or else we're going to starve. A man walks the road with a shovel bobbing over one shoulder and a sack of dirt swinging in the other hand. When you inquire as to what he's doing, he says he's just buried his brother and he's on his way back to Weissendorf. The sack holds some of the dirt where his kin was laid to rest. Respectable. The man looks weary, as weary as a man who has buried his sibling would understandably be. Perhaps sensing your pitying gaze, he asks if maybe he can stay with your company for a time. So yeah, join us at the campfire. You sit about a fire, much talk is made about this or that, but the traveler does speak some words which reside within your mind long after he's gone. Man is treated to war the day he is born. It is his mother who is with him for that first battle, and to his mother whom he calls in his last. If only the evil we see in others could be seen in ourselves, then the call to swords might fall on deaf ears. How sad that men are so uncomfortable looking inward, and how sad that when the call for swords is made, our ears hear better than ever. 'Twas my call to answer, traveler. Dang. That's some deep stuff. Supply caravan. Man, how injured are we? A little. We're mostly fixed up. But what's in here again? They have a billman, some footmen, and a caravan cart. So that means we're fighting. That'd be 7 footmen. No. There's a few billmen. So 2 or 3 billmen maybe? This is a tough fight. I don't know if we want that. We have to get lucky. And I hate like save scumming, which is, I mean, technically what we would be doing if I save it. Honestly, guys, I think if we don't attack this supply caravan, we may be in trouble soon because we are going to slowly run out of crowns. And the amount of damage we take during battles means we have to buy tools. And the only place we can buy tools from doesn't have any more tools. So we're forced to buy them at like double the cost from Jordan. So what I may want to do is save the game here. Hope you guys don't hate me. I don't mind saving the game before certain fights. Let's go with the Jarls of Jorvik save. You see there I still have the save from our last playthrough. And let's go for the supply caravan. If we lose like one brother, I'm not going to reload the save. But if we get like party wiped or something, you better believe it. So let's do it. Let's be a jerk. I mean, this is 8 men at the end of the day. We're 11. We outnumber them. We have ranged. It sucks that we're fighting them at night. Which means, honestly, we could just switch now. We don't have quick hands on everyone. So let's just pull out our pole arms. In this instance, we don't need to do it with Eugene yet. He has a loaded crossbow. Let's keep it that way. Alright, let's let them jump forward. If they go to overload this flank, we'll peel downwards. But this is going to be quite the battle. If we come out of this alive, we'll have great gear. But if not, we'll probably be screwed. Okay, there's a bill hook. That's pretty scary. Yeah, Ozzy, let's go ahead and get your war fork out. Can we hit anyone? Not really. Take the shot, miss the shot, pull out a pole hammer. It's good enough for me. Shield wall. Shield wall. And let's riposte as well. Boy, guys, I don't know if you could tell by how like quiet I'm being, but I am a little bit scared. They have dangerous weapons. They have better armor than us. Our only advantage is that we outnumber them. Damn. We need our pole hammers to hit. That was brutal. went for the pushes. Yeah, Janold right now already is in super bad trouble. And with Riposte, he's got no one to hit. Damn. We've got a shield wall to give him a chance. But Janold is not looking good. %, 15%. 18, 25. Yeah, we're just missing everything. And they're not really missing anything. And he can't do anything. If he attacks and misses, he'll just get riposted to death. I think at this point he's almost like a guaranteed casualty. They just really need to hit him one more time and he's dead. And there he goes. Damn. I'm really just tempted to reload it right now because I don't want to waste a bunch of time. I feel like we can't win this fight. It's too atrocious. Yeah, and now Eugene's going to go down. So, at the very least, we kind of learned where we are right now. These dudes are they're just out of our league. They have better armor, better stats than we do. We can't hit crap. And they can hit us pretty much with impunity. So yeah, let's just reload. No big deal. We learned something from that engagement. We learned exactly what the pecking order is, so to speak. And we cannot take those fights. They're too well equipped and too strong for us at the moment. We might be able to pick off some people around Weissendorf. Maybe some militia or something like that. Hired by Ratterstead. Where's Ratterstead? So Ratterstead belongs to... Okay, that's up here. We don't want to attack them. They're probably too strong for us to fight anyway. These are our mercenaries. Some of them are war dogs. If even like 2 or 3 of them are war dogs, then there's only a couple of these guys. But they're hired by a house that we're trying to make friends with again. This is a watchtower. It's a stone watchtower. Oh, nope, nope. We're out. We're out. Sorry. Let's get out of here. Okay, ruins of old. Don't know who's in there. We know that this... Do we discover this castle? Did we ever go inside? I don't think so. We may want to take this fight. Hopefully before it gets nighttime. And it's in the forest and we don't know who we're fighting. There's 13 of them. Oh, I heard that. It's got to be zombies. Okay. This is a good way to take zombie fights because we're in choke points. Let's go ahead and hide the foliage. So, I mean, this is basically 2 spaces here, or we can make a perimeter and something like here, 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 and here, and we can make like a nice little kill box, but we need them to come to us. And we can put our best foots forward with our strongest brothers to do that with. Skibo, not bad. Can't go there. Step here. This is Fritz. So this is a nice little kill box. Yeah, we can't, there's a tree here, it's just hard to see it. So we'll leave them like that. Step here. We'll bring Janold here and make a bit of like a flank denial over here. That way our archers still have this space. I'm betting that most of them are directly in front of us. And I don't know how much... Oh, that was a bad shot. He's behind a bush. I don't know how much of our ammo we want to use. Okay, so 12 Wiedergangers and 1 Necromancer is still a tough fight. And it's going to be a pain in the butt to try and kill him. And I honestly don't know if this will count towards our ambition, because I think we already had this discovered. I think we need to discover one and then take it out. I don't think you can just take out a ruins. But I could be wrong, so we're going to learn the answer to that question together. So yeah, when they step in, they'll either get caught on Skibo, or they'll jump into here or over flood and come into here, and in which case we'll have a nice little, you know, concave position. Really, if I had to pick, this should be our strongest brother, standing here and anchoring it. So now we're just going to pass, miss. Can we not switch? Nope. It's going to be hard to remember until they all have quick hands, which ones do and which ones don't. Okay, pretty happy he used possession on a dude with no weapon. That's pretty solid for us. For those of you who don't know, it basically, I think it gives them more attacks. It's kind of the deal. Let's get out our pike. Can't attack anybody. Okay, here they come. Probably just step up here and kill this dude. And we miss, so that sucks. Can't believe we missed. That messed up our concave. It was a risk. I thought it might be worth it, but it was probably not. Either way, we should still be faster than the rest of these zombies. We should be able to clear them out and then step back before the rest of them get here. Can we pole hammer and hit at the same time? We cannot. So that's good. Sorry about the length of these types of battles. Can't really do anything about this. In our last playthrough, some of our most epic battles were forest battles. We had an early battle with webnecks, the spiders, that nearly destroyed us. We had our first ever battle with Scrat, which was an ambush where they brought like a ton of dire wolves and almost killed every single brother. It's just, we've had so many epic forest battles. But the terrain will really allow us to come out ahead here. We're able to kind of gain the AI. We're able to make these really strong concave positions and force them to fight on our terms. Here, of course, we need to prioritize anyone with a weapon. And that is a dangerous weapon that he's using. And he's now possessed, so we need to kill him ASAP. Hopefully we can do that. Scramasax is pretty deadly. Ugh, and we're bleeding. So you see there, he got to attack us 3 times. That's because he was possessed. Hit that space bar. Good kill. Just keep on waiting. We're playing the slow and steady patient game. Wonton, I think, is the only one that has bandages. So unfortunately, I don't think we can do anything about that bleeding condition right now. Also, you can't use bandages whenever you're surrounded or you have enemies adjacent. Okay, we dazed him. That's good. Killed him, even better. Definitely better to kill. Don't need to move in quite yet. Would even love to get some of this busted up zombie mail. That would not be terrible. I'm just a little bit worried about Skibo. Needed to get him down. That weapon is just too deadly. Pass here. He's got the actual weapon, so we'll prioritize him. And we may end up having to drop dogs to catch the Necromancer. Solid. You know what, I'm going to step up here. We can probably push towards the Necromancer from the top. Oh man, he resurrected this guy again. I just noticed that. Alright, Skibo's going to need to pray to the old gods. Can we switch? We can. Pole hammer out. Damn. Ozzy did his job. He just couldn't land the final blow. Okay. Let's step in. We need to give these dudes more targets than Skibo. Adrenaline, totally unnecessary. Waste of fatigue. I should not have done that. 1000%. Because they're already so much slower than us that I don't need to make sure that I can act first. I know I can. So that's the problem. Hopefully Jotnar does not get knocked off. They just keep resurrecting the same guy, and I certainly should have gone for this. I don't think I could have gotten the kill, but he was possessed. Can we get the decapitation though? We cannot. Okay, and they're to the point now where we don't really have to bother about the whole concave strategy. But we don't want to step in and let ourselves be surrounded. Can't wait till our melee skill goes up just a bit more. Wow. The Necromancer's been pretty on point with his possessions. Alright, that is what we needed. Let's get that triple surround. That way when we attack we have just a much better chance of hitting. He's got an axe, an actual axe, a tier 2 weapon. So if we can get rid of him, that would be pretty swell. That was bad. Really want to kill him before he gets a chance to hit us. He did a ton of damage last time. So one of the changes, if you guys didn't watch my patch notes video, one of the pretty meaningful changes that they made was that Wiedergangers can pick up weapons now, which is nuts. So you see these zombies with no weapons, I wonder if they walk over a dead person, if they'll just grab it and pick up their weapon. Alright, we get the axe. That's pretty nice. And he has no weapons. We can engage him. Svarog is pretty swole as far as that goes. Ozzy, Warfork time. I think a Warfork in a real zombie apocalypse, this seems like it'd be a pretty decent weapon. At least against one zombie. Like if you had to fend off one zombie, I would want some sort of spear with a cross guard. A pole hammer would probably be pretty sweet too. A boar spear. That's one of the reasons I kind of like had to stop watching Walking Dead back in the day. I made it all the way to like, I think I'm only one complete season behind, but I don't know, man. That show started off so cool as like textbook zombie survival type stuff, and then it ended up as some sort of weird drama where everyone just talks a whole lot, and the zombies aren't really scary anymore. And I wish it wasn't so, because it was a really cool show at one point. We need to take this dude down. I don't want anyone to get hit by... Oh, and now he's possessed. Yeah, he's got to go. Come on, let's land some hits. Perfect. Nice. Trying to get to that necromancer. You kill too many guys before you get to him and he'll just run. We have the dogs to chase him. Alright, they're back on the high ground. Perfect. That's what we need to do with our pole hammers. Just slap people down so we can make moves. Figured that wouldn't work. We're standing right next to him, so our pike's not super useful. Our chance to hit is very low. So this is the exact like strength of zombie fight I think we were ready for. Can we even get through? We're gonna have to go all the way around. Jesus. They're doing a good job of blocking us up. Can't go there. Yeah, we have to go all the way around here to get to there. Or can we go through here? I think so. But then we're just going to kind of cause a traffic jam. Maybe once a few more guys are down, we'll drop dogs. Alright, Isaac. You're a tough guy. Alright, Jotnar's on a danger mission. And I think we'll send Leisure Side as well. Yeah, and even Skibo too. And the rest might try and go a different path. And if we could get him up on the high ground, that would be ideal. Let's wait here. Let's move that way. Here. Yep, that was never going to work. There's just not enough space to maneuver. And you can see already the resolves of some people is a little weak. Damn, could have used that. Closing in. Perfect. So we have some Billman support. Man, that knife did a lot of damage. 95% chance, don't miss it. So if we jump in here and take that shot, we should be able to... That's not how I meant to move, but it doesn't really matter. Oh well, I guess Janold will cover our retreat now. Basically, I jumped in here with Fritz to make sure that I could jump in here with Isaac. Was the general idea. But now we're on the Necromancer. That's exactly where we want to be. I don't think there's much else we can do. One Wiederganger shouldn't give us much problems. Famous last words. Okay, we've got another guy coming back. He has no weapon, though. He gets slapped right back down. Yeah, I've had a feeling I should have just left him up there. That was a bad move. Just a straight up bad move. And with only his fists, I guess he doesn't have any real weapons on him. It's good for us. A lot of times they do have real weapons. They'll pull out a cleaver or something like that. And then you'll lose a dog when they turn to fight. But there we go. He goes down. He didn't have a weapon, so he's not giving us anything. You can still get their cool clothes. They just kind of suck. Yeah, let's just pass. Only one left. And that's it. So that was our first Wiederganger fight. We picked up a basic male shirt and a worn male shirt. Those are pretty solid. A padded, dented nasal helmet. Oh my god, we got a golden chalice. This is way more stuff than I would have expected to get in terms of treasure. And then we got 3 usable pieces of armor and another Scramasax, which is, you know, a fine weapon. All in all, that was pretty good. Let's give the basic male shirt. Nah, man, I love him having his Nordic themed stuff. Let's give this to Wonton Fu. And we'll do some good rotating. Give him that helmet. The leather mask is fine. We'll give that to Ozzy, who now looks like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And probably give this to, no, maybe not. Maybe not Janold. We're going to prioritize keeping our best characters alive, and I don't think that's wrong. There's something to be said for like really coddling your weakest characters to make sure that they can make it to the end. But I would much prefer to keep all of our barbarians alive by giving them the best gear than, you know, losing one of these militiamen that we picked up, for instance. Is that everything? Do I want to give someone the Scramasax? It's such a good weapon. Especially against the living. But I like the kind of cool variation we have. We have arming swords. We have the Scramasax. We have, still using one of these axe hammers. A flail. We have a cool, diverse set of weapons here. We picked up 1 level on Eugene. Eugene is going to get Colossus. That puts him up nicely. Yeah, we'll take a 4 roll there since he just got that. And a 4. And a 3. Really strong. I can't wait to start pumping his melee defense. It'll be in like maybe 2 levels or so. We got him at the perfect like 71 threshold. So guys, if you're wondering, I don't know if I adequately explained why 71. But 71 is the threshold in the game to not get one-shotted. I did the math. The strongest crossbows in the game, maximum damage they can do, I think, is 70. So as long as you have 71 hit points, there's no way anyone in the game can one-shot you. And I learned this to, like, my heartache. I had a character with, like, 69 HP, and he got one-shotted by I think it was a standard heavy crossbow. It might have been an impaler. But either way, that felt really bad. And after that, I was like, you know what? Everyone's got to have 71 HP. That's the new minimum. And yeah, so we're pretty banged up from that Zombo fight. We have a botched Gambison. That's got to be better than 75. No, that's still better. Anyone wearing substandard armor, anyone at all good helmets. Okay, let's go sell that stuff. And like I said, I don't think that'll count for our ambition. We could try the ruins of old, maybe? But at this point, I just want gear. It's all about getting gear. We need one more brother to round out our party. For those of you who don't know, 12 is the maximum number of brothers you can field. Alright, and they gave us a new contract, so that's great. Let's hope the prices are still very generous, and they are super generous. So my old method, and this is just kind of a benchmark for me, I pick one item that has a worth of, let's say, 100, right? 100%. It's a standard value. And I go into shops or marketplaces and I ask myself, or I'll look, we can sell this. What was this shield worth or what could I sell this shield for in this town, this town, this town, or this town, right? And by kind of figuring that out, I figured out a good way to find an average of what places give us good prices and what places give us bad prices. And it used to be very hard to tell. They've simplified this process quite a bit. But still, I like to keep one wooden shield. It has a value of 100. So when I come into a place and it tells me I can sell it for 20, I know that that's a good price. 16, medium price, right? 12, horrible price. 22, amazing price, which is kind of where we were at when we sold the golden goose. But selling here this golden chalice, that's awesome. Signet ring for a really good price. Silver bowl for a great price. And we're back in the money. Sadly, we have to use some of that to buy more tools. I think we should also buy a little bit of ammunition while we're flush. We can sell off one of these spears. Definitely don't need a short sword. One of the caps is good to go. Boom, boom. And how are we on food? We're at 3 days. We could grab some more expensive stuff. But at the moment, I'm not super inclined to do that. Let's get some wine. Put us up to 5 days. And our buddies can drink a little bit and be merry. Let's see about that contract. Hopefully it's good. Anything amazing in here? Nope. Tavern. Don't double cross your employers. Got it. Not gonna pay for any news quite yet. We're not at that point in the game where we can just take any fight we want. So let's go explore and try and find legendary stuff. Contract time. I need a place found northwest of here, near Ghost Hills, ruined temple. Yeah. Some way to the northwest, so it's not that close. Any new people at all? Not really. We weren't here that long ago. So let's go explore Ghost Hills to the northwest. Oh, and it did count. Awesome. So good to know. So we figured that out together. You just have to take a location fight. That's it. I mean, you don't have to discover it. I thought the wording was a little tricky. So it sounded like a good idea at the time, but tramping around the wilderness without a map or any destination in mind turned out to be quite a strenuous way to find riches, or even a battle. Your footsore band did eventually come upon a worthy target, though, and everyone had to agree the venture was worthwhile after all. Skibo the Learner is almost glowing with satisfaction as he surveys the few remaining embers of the Heimwart Castle ruins. They hadn't the merest clue we were coming. Like wheat before our scythes, brothers. Isaac the Sisu raises an eyebrow. Speak for yourself. I'm no farmer. The company gets renowned, everyone gets happy. Hopefully we get another good renown. I wouldn't mind getting a banner right now. But, man, that's a little expensive. And let's see, they want us to go to Ghost Hills. Do we see Ghost Hills anywhere? I'm looking at these white keywords here. Hopefully it's not like way up here. Can zoom in a little bit, see it easier perhaps. That's my biggest fear, is that they want me to go like all the way through enemy territory to go and find something. Is this it? No, this is the Bear Peaks. It's hard to tell. We'll just head northwest. I mean, maybe it'll be in this region somewhere, and we'll get lucky. Fast forward. Going through the mountains, for those of you who don't know, it takes a lot more provisions to walk around in the mountains. It sometimes can even out because it's oftentimes a shortcut, but not always. So, time to head back. Ooh, another undead fight. We have time. This could be dangerous. Are we injured at all? Not really. We're in good shape. Well, we're in decent shape. Some of our stuff still needs repairs, and we are out of tools. We could just head straight back, but man, it would be great to take another fight. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to save the game. And this, honestly, for me right now, saving the game is because we've been going for 50 minutes. I could very easily cut the video here and call that a day, but I'd love to get you guys one more good fight that's not in the forest. And if this is like a total wipe, I'll just restart it, say have a good day, guys. But yeah, let's not get too much in the habit of saving the game before battles. I only like to do that for boss battles and really big important ones. But just the idea of me like party wiping right now and having to end a video on that note seems real bad. So let's go ahead into the ruined temple. If it's too big of a fight, we'll just retreat. But on the open plains with our archers and stuff, and it sets us at the bottom of a hill. God dang it. See, Pathfinder. See, that's what I'm saying. Pathfinder would be good here. But instead, I think we're going to nope out of here. I can hear the zombies. I think we'll take this fight. I'm really not that scared of this fight. But I'm not gonna push up and fight zombies on hills. We are going to fall back. They will come to us. They're zombies. And then we'll fight them on even ground or better. And this part doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. We'll just wait. And here we go. So this should be honestly an even easier fight than the last one we took. We're just waiting with everyone. Let's get into better positions. And here they come. No point taking shots right now. We can't hit anything. It'll just be a waste of ammunition and therefore a waste of money. Let's let them get into close range till we can see the white of their eyes. I forget who it was that famously said that. Was that I don't want to say something stupid, historically stupid. I think it was an American Revolutionary War saying. I could be totally wrong. Any history buffs? Any of you guys like straight up history buffs? I'm a fan of history, and I like to think I know a little bit about a lot, but I definitely don't know a lot about everything. The whole don't shoot until you see the whites of their eyes. Man, I love this sling because I know as I use it that I'm not using ammunition. It's such a good feeling. There's like literally no downside to using it. And as we see these Wiedergangers, I don't see... Oh, there's a Geist. Oh, there's 2 Geists. Oh, there's probably 3. So there's 3 Geists. That's the catch. I was about to say, wow, these are a bunch of like really weak Wiedergangers. They're not armored at all. These are just standard Wiedergangers. Nope, they're Geists. So guys, this is our first time in our playthrough we're facing Geists. It's kind of a big first. Facing Necromancers and Geists in the same episode. But for those of you who are not familiar, let's pass. Geists are ethereal, right? They're really hard to hit, but you can't really hit them with range. You can, but it's only like a 5% chance to hit, which needless to say is very low. But if you can surround them and hit them, or you have a brother with really high, melee skill, they go down in one shot, which is nice. And it's really nice because what they do is they have a howling scream thing that they do that gives you a resolve check. And in the early stages of the game, and where we are right now in the early game, it's terrifying. It can send half your army into rout. And they tend to let the zombies close the distance, and then they sit behind them and scream at you until you rout. And that's what makes them tough. Ooh, this also sucks because this pitchfork guy is going to sit back and hit us from range. Go for the decapitation, didn't quite get it. So I think because the zombies are so weak, we can afford to step in on some of them at the appropriate times. And also they're scary, and this is worth mentioning. They're scary because they also pierce armor with their attacks, and there goes 1. Luckily, our resolve is quite high right now. Our morale is also quite high because we fulfilled that ambition. Man, this is dangerous. But if we land the hit, we kill him. So like I said, 1 hit, we one-shotted him. That was a big deal. It put Skibo in a vulnerable position, but we certainly capitalized. If we had missed, we might have felt dumb, but we landed that hit. Sometimes you gotta roll the dice just a little bit, and we got lucky there for sure. Let's go for the guy with the spear. Good hit. And right now, we're really just hoping our archers are clearing a path for us. Boy, Eugene. Can't wait till you guys have good stats and we can reliably hit stuff. Right now, in the early games of Battle Brothers, there's so much RNG involved. And you can have really awesome triumphant moments, like just now where we were able to kill that Geist. But then you can also have bad moments where a zombie with a knife like shanks you 3 times and you die. I think we go for the pitchfork. Yeah, and that kill helped our resolve go up. You see all these little blue flags? We're pretty stalwart right now against the Geist scream. We just need to cut our way through. Get up here, take a swing. Oh man. Let's move in. Can we switch out? I forget what exactly it is to switch. Not enough action points to change items. We need 4. Oh, we only have 3. I don't know why I was reading it backwards for some reason. In turn. Can we get up? Yes, perfect. Are you serious? Watch where you're shooting, Zach. Okay, it pushed us kind of forward where we want it to be anyway. But don't be surprised if someone goes to rout. We really want to get, if we're going to end up fighting Geist soon, like on a regular basis, we really want to have a sergeant character ready to go. Our next ambition could very easily be to either make a sergeant or to get a banner. Both of those things really help you in a fight against morale check opponents. Man, we're just whiffing on this dude. We just need one more shot. We have 4. What are the odds on this? No, we can't. We can't shoot from melee range. Makes sense. We could drop a dog, and the dog would probably honestly just get the kill. I think we're going to risk it here. I'm pretty sure if the dog gets the kill, we don't get the experience. Hopefully, he doesn't, like, shank somebody. Okay, that was rough. But not the end of the world. 40% chance shot, and we miss. Alright, that's good. We'll take that. 22, we miss. 41, we miss. 41, we hit. Just one unarmed zombie left. And we're good to go. But you see here the white flag. We're now running. It's no good, but it could be worse. And if we had... it's going to be... Man, I keep moving helmets around, so I can't quite tell who's who at the moment. Where are you, buddy? Wonton. Wonton is going to be our sergeant. And since that's the case, we're going to want to get him rally the troops as soon as possible to help us combat that. So a decent stack of crowns, some signet rings, not a lot of real gear. But I mean, that was, all in all, maybe 800 crowns worth of stuff. And did we get some levels? I think we did. Okay. Leisure side, picked up a level. Super happy to see that. He is going to need quick hands for sure. So let's make sure he gets that. And we can check out his rolls. So, man, 3 and 4. Boom, boom. And then a 4 roll in fatigue as well. And as that armor gets heavier, we'll be happy that we have all this fatigue. Because he is definitely going to be heavily armored at some point in Ozzy. Colossus would be great on Ozzy. Once again, we're going to need quick hands, though. Make him survivable. All our brothers are going to be very survivable in the early game. We can pass the 4. Go for the 50. Nice, clean. Don't need to pump resolve on him for quite a while. Janold also is going to take Colossus. If anyone wants to claim Janold too, he's another really decent brother. 3 and 4. And I'm more tempted right now to take this 3 roll in melee defense. But I think fatigue is important. 73 at this point is not a lot. That might end up being kind of his weakness. Once he gets brawny, that'll help out a lot. Let's stop by Brookberg before we head back to Dornan. And I think once we get to Dornan, that'll be the end of today's episode. It's been a pretty stressful one, honestly. 2 zombie fights. No, I hate that it's nighttime. Boy, that's... Okay, let's camp out. Camping with no, like, tools to repair or anything like that feels real bad. There's a trading caravan we could attack, potentially. Yeah, we need to hold on to the signet rings. I just wanted to grab some cheap tools while we can. Just quickly check out to see if they have anything we want. A discounted mail shirt is super tempting. And this is a discounted padded kettle hat, which is, I think, one of the best crossbow helmets you can get. Get rid of that junk. We don't need that. Check the weaponsmith. It's really good just to do your due diligence. Just check these places. They pretty frequently get new stuff in. The prices here are not bad. They're not great, but they're not terrible either. I look at kind of like basic male shirts as one of my things that I look at. Padded leather being $278 is not terrible. But let's check out the hires. The hires is really what I want. I want to get that 12th guy. Whoa. Markov the Exorciser. Oswald the Insane. No thanks, buddy. Oh, man. I just looked at his cost. No. I was going to grab this dude. Man. Witch hunters make excellent bannermen. They make excellent sergeants usually. They have really high resolve. And a lot of times they make really good, you know, dual purpose brothers, but they also are pretty useful in different types of events. Damn, he's too expensive. If he didn't have all these levels on him and he wasn't using this tier 2 crossbow, we could probably afford him. I think this title is really good. Dang. That would have been a nice 12th bro, but we just don't have the crowns to support that. Man, that's unfortunate. Okay. Well, let's see where this trading caravan is going. Donnerstad? I think that's in the lands of the place we don't want to piss off, and it is. So let's leave them alone. We will leave them alone, and we will head back to Dornan to turn in our quests. It's only 300 crowns, but we're going to be able to sell the signet rings at good prices here, thanks to them being friendly towards us. And maybe they'll have another contract already for us to take. That would be great. Awesome. So no new contracts, sadly. Any new hires, maybe? I mean, they do, but they're very expensive. So they have a sword master, Hagen the Old Guard. Adventurous noble, really strong. Sir Lancel. Why didn't I think of that for Lance? That's a cool Lance name. Sir Lancel. Yeah, obviously way too expensive. But let's go into the marketplace, sell off this stuff, make some good money. I guess we'll sell off the extra scramble sacks. We don't need the pitchfork. And that looks good. We should... Man, do we just buy these expensive tools? I think we do. We've used almost all the ones we bought. And we can buy some venison. 4 days. So we're in a decent place to do some more exploring next time. I'm hoping we can do some raiding here, attacking these guys. And I was really hoping we would get a new ambition before today was over. Let's check our faction. We're recognized now, but our reputation is still dreaded. Man, it's just barely going up. Whoa, trading caravan from who? Wizendorf? Ooh, we're going to attack them. That's going to be the beginning of tomorrow's episode. We'll take those guys out in Gimstein. Yeah, that's a place we don't want to mess with. Okay, so, but we could take this trading caravan. So guys, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It was kind of a roller coaster, and we're still trying to get our feet under us with this ridiculous start position we have. But I think we're doing fine. Let me know in the comment section what you think about what's going on. Man, I had a lot of thoughts. I had a lot of like notes that I made from some of the comments you guys left. One of them was about whether or not to put Pathfinder on everyone, and I thought that was a good suggestion. I'm just constantly looking for new ways in my mind right now to make this playthrough unique. And I was hoping the big unique factor would be that we'd be able to get barbarians. But I don't think they added it in the game yet where you can recruit barbarians. I know they just did an update patch like this morning that allows you to find more cultists to recruit. And I hope that they go back and reconsider putting barbarians as a recruitable background, because that would be pretty cool. But anyway, starting to ramble. Take care, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Later.